Monkeytainment TV presents Ada Wong. The work done is by Hado and Ari because they are awesome, and in deepest memory of our great Snow. That is for all the hero skill works they've done. Let's jump directly into Ada Wong and Leon. So far, for Lucky Guessapon, it is that we have Ada Wong this week, and next week we also get Leon and can choose between which one we want to spin for. But be aware, both heroes will be available till the 5th of January, so you have still time. But I don't think that on the right side, so these parts will reset for next week's Leon. That is just assuming and not knowing. We will go now onto the recommendation for Ada Wong. What to focus on, what really matters. If you spend anyway that much amount of money that you can max everything, well, the recommendation doesn't matter for you. But for all who don't want to push more than absolutely needed to make her good, this will help you. And of course, we will give some recommendation for generation 7 to 12 as well as 13 to 16 if it's worth it to get her or not. But let's go into the details. We have Ada. Important to understand, Ada, Chris as well as Leon coming next week are working the same. They take over the 3 skills of the hero they are resonating to and add a 4th skill. So they're pretty much working like Angelica, just Angelica has 2 additional skills, and those from Resident Evil Corporation have only 1 additional skill. So first of all, standard procedure for every resonating hero, bring them up to level 4. Before, that doesn't matter, they are not really worth to use. So that is important, and you will need 160 of those fragments of her to get her to level 4, including the location. And after that, that is really the important part. If you unlock that part, so for 50 fragments, you unlock her 4th skill as limitless version. Be aware that all 3 parts that are paying into that 4th skill are already working, even if you have not unlocked. That is an important part. And once you have that, they are already working and boosting this skill. So if you have the limitless skill, masterful execution, the 4th skill unlocked, the 3 other parts are boosting that skill already. But if you have more fragments from it, you will need to max out this part, 395 fragments. So a lot of fragments you will need for that, but then you can boost the top one. The top one you bring up to level 3 because that is really good one. The next one is you bring up this to level 3, and the last part is you will bring the right one, the Wrathful Blow, up to level 3, and then you have the fully enhanced, upgraded 4th skill of her, and you will be able to use her. Now we're coming to the generation recommendation. About generation 1 to 6, it is not really worth to use her because, as mentioned, she just copies the 3 skills of the hero, and you don't have in generation 1 to 6 the limitless version, so you can't unlock the 4th skill. So it doesn't make much sense to use her because you just exchange the outfit, the look of the hero, and nothing else. So now we're coming to the limitless generation, generation 7 and onwards. So honestly speaking, for generation 7 till 12, it is more a guessing and recommendation based on assumption and not reliable testing that case. So you will need to test that partially yourself. For generation 7, we expect that Ada on a maxed Grim or also a maxed Dylan on Grim will perform pretty similar. In generation 8, Dylan on Tina will perform probably better. In generation 9, like Arthur, as well as in generation 10, Connor, there will be Ada better. Just because both hunter heroes are performing really great. They have super strong skills, so we expect that Ada will be better. So about generation 11, it can be both be good because scope is really focused on burn damage, so that might differentiate what is recommended based on the usage of your opponents. On generation
12, Cody, she's really strong. So for generation 12, 13, 15 and 16, it is definitely Ada. But looking on your top 3 marches, if you're in generation 16 for example, your top march would be Ada if she's on level 4 and has limitless skills unlocked on Carlos, because you use the 3 skills of Carlos and add the 4th one on top. A second one could be generation 16 Marcos, who's in expectation that he's also at least on maxed stats. Then it is Marcos, and the third march could be Dylan on Jab. So on generation 14 on Jab, really, if you just have generation 14, which is not really actual a situation, it is hard to tell you if it's better to use Dylan on him or Ada, but that is why we gave the recommendation. If it's on the second march, use Dylan on that one, because all the others hunter heroes are better in that generation surroundings of generation 16, or you're below generation 13. So that means your best march should be with Carlos, because he's the best hunter hero combined or resonated by Ada. Use second march depending on if your Marcus is already strong, then this should be your second march. Otherwise it is Dylan on Jab. That is the recommendation I could give you about Ada and cross generation check of Ada and Dylan for hunter heroes.